Hi, I'm Pip from Queen Pip Cards. As a beginner, it's easy to make mistakes. I've made plenty myself over the years. So, in today's Crafty Corners episode, I am sharing the top 5 mistakes beginners make and how you can avoid them. So, here are the most common beginner mistakes. You ready? 1. Using too much glue. Honestly, when it comes to glue and adhesive, less is more. Too much glue can make your layers buckle, bubble, squiff, move, and just become sticky on the edges, glue overflow. Oh, it can be horrendous. So, less is more when it comes to glue and adhesive. Number 2, people skip scoring. And I know everybody's like, well, I can just fold my card base in half. Yes, you can. But if you do that manually, you can get edges that either crack or don't fold nicely. It slips when you're trying to fold, etc., etc. So folding without scoring often leads to messy and cracked edges. So if you use a scoring tool to put a score line in your card base and then fold it and then burnish it, then that leads to much, much better edges. Number 3, not letting stamped images dry. Always give ink, even if it's a dye-based ink, which should dry really quickly, but always give ink a few seconds to set, okay? Because smudges are avoidable. And one of the important things about ink is to use the right one. And I have another video on that subject. But yes, definitely let your ink settle, let it dry just for a couple of seconds. If it's a dye-based, water-based ink, it doesn't need more than that. And then you can go ahead with the next element on your card. Ignoring measurements. Precision is key. You will have heard me say measure twice, cut once to get the perfect fit. And this is really important. I have another video on all my tips for cutting and getting the perfect card base. But it's really important that you don't skimp on this, because if your card doesn't look right to the eye, it's just going to feel off. And just a little tiny extra bit of edge here or here will make it feel just not quite right when you look at it, and then it'll make the person who receives it feel just that little bit uncomfortable. When you look at a beautiful card, you should feel comfortable when you're looking at it. So anything that makes your eye go, oh, that's not a great thing. So don't ignore the measurements and be precise. And finally, rushing through your design. You're so excited, but please take your time to plan and enjoy the process of card making. Mistakes are part of learning, but with these tips, you'll avoid the most common ones and start crafting with confidence. And that's what I want for you. One of my members from the Card Making Know-How Academy told me, following Pip's advice helped me avoid wasting supplies and made my cards look so much better. So if you want to learn more from me, if you want to learn step by step how to avoid these and other common mistakes, plus all the possible things that you can do with card making, then join the list for my membership. It's cardmakingknowhow.com. Very easy to find, and you'll get access to detailed tutorials, support videos, community, etc., etc. But in the meantime, because it is closed at the moment, I don't open it all the time so that I can focus on my members. So in the meantime, sign up for my email newsletter, which will give you tips and tricks every week directly into your inbox. And that is cardmakingknowhow.com/newbie. So I hope you found this helpful, and that now you will hopefully avoid some of these beginner mistakes. And take your time, use the right glue, not too much, make sure you score, leave your stamped images to dry, and measure correctly. And just enjoy the process of card making, because that's why we all do it as a hobby. The process is almost as good, sometimes better, than the finished result. It's the enjoyment of making that makes our hobby just so amazing. So thanks for watching. Tune in next week. I'll see you later. Crafty hugs. Bye bye.